Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Beth. I'm a librarian at the Weinberg Library in Mequon, and I'm here again with another cooking demo. The theme for this month was going to be quick and easy dishes, so I've chosen a recipe called Creamy Instant Pot Pasta. I got it off the website acouplecooks.com, and I've made a couple adaptations, but mostly it's the same. There is also a stovetop version, so if you don't have a pressure cooker that this is intended for, I've linked that in the recipe, which you can find in the description below. Now I said it's quick and easy, and I do mean that, so let's go ahead and dive in. I'm using my Instant Pot Duo Nova today, and in that I'm going to combine 1.5 cups of water, a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of olive oil or vegetable oil, I'm using vegetable, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and then in this bowl I have some spices. I have 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, and a teaspoon of salt. Next up, I have about 3/4 of an ounce of whole basil leaves. So I bought a 3/4 ounce container and took the leaves off the stems, and I'm going to add those in because I like basil. 2 cups of baby spinach. And finally, 8 ounces of penne, mustacholi, or ziti pasta. I've used them all interchangeably. As long as it's vaguely tube-shaped, you'll do just fine. This is mustacholi. And I'm going to stir these together so they're more or less combined. Last thing I need to do is put on my lid. That chime means that we are sealed, and I'm going to set this now to pressure cook on high for the next 5 minutes. And again, if you're familiar with Instant Pots and other pressure cookers, you know it's actually going to take longer than that. It'll take about 10 to 15 minutes for this to come up to pressure, and then it'll cook for 5, and then the timer will go off. So I'm expecting this to take about 15 or 20 minutes total. I will get that going and check back in with you when it's done. And we're back. So my timer has gone off, meaning that we are all done cooking. Now it's time to release the steam from my Instant Pot. And I'm going to do that by pushing the valve on the top of the pot, and then that steam is going to come up out of this little spout here. So I've got my oven mitt on and I'm keeping my face away. And now that the steam is finished releasing, I'm going to open my lid, pointing it away from myself, because there's still going to be some heat that's released. And I'll stir this up just a little. Sometimes some of the noodles stick to the bottom, and I don't want them to. And then the very last step is going to be to add a 4-ounce log of plain goat cheese so that we get a creamy sauce. I'll stir this until this goat cheese is completely melted and incorporated into the sauce. It just takes a second. And that is it. Creamy Instant Pot pasta. I like to let it sit for a few minutes after this so that the sauce can soak a little bit into the noodles. But you can serve it straight out of the pot. It's good hot and slightly more lukewarm. Again, the recipe for this is in the description, including the stovetop version of the recipe. So if you don't have an Instant Pot, you do have options. If you have a recipe for a quick and easy dish that you'd like to share, please feel free to post them in the comments, either here on the video or on the Facebook post for this video. Going forward, all of our programs for adults are going to be virtual this summer. So I will see you back here on July 13th to learn how to make Portillo's style chocolate cupcakes. See you then.